Hello and welcome everyone. Jeremy here. I am back in Founders Park here in downtown Celebration, or I should say it's basically downtown Celebration. It's like, I don't know, a block and a half or so from Market Street, which is kind of like the main strip that runs down in downtown Celebration. A lot going on. First, I want to say I've got some really great news, and if I don't seem like super thrilled, I kind of celebrated maybe a little too hard last night, and because of that, I did not get the best night of sleep, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little hungover, so it is what it is. It was a good day yesterday, but before I start talking about all that. I wanted to address something that, I don't know, there's something that's been kind of bothering me. When I let you guys know about an old friend of mine that had passed. This was back when I was in high school. She was in the same class as me. I knew her from the band. She was dating Paul, and I know I've already said most of this, but I want to make sure that I clarified some certain things, because the first time I shot that video, like I said, if you saw 2 videos back, it was pretty dark and it was very negative, and I scrapped the whole thing, but I think I went into a little bit more detail on that situation, and that is, I don't want to get completely into it, but she was the sister of a girl I was dating. The girl I was dating was a younger sister, which caused a lot of issues back in the day. But my main pain and sorrow came from the fact of what her sister, the one that let me know, what she is probably going through. My heart goes out to her because, quite honestly, she doesn't really have much family, and she had the one sister and now she's gone. So my pain was really for her and Paul. I can't imagine if someone called, when I think about some of the ex-loves of my life, how I would feel if someone said, hey, so-and-so took their life. So I guess what I'm just trying to say is I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me. I felt almost icky by I felt like I kind of took that sympathy, whereas then it was mainly directed towards other people. That's where my pain was, and it just made me think a lot about life, and it just it came at a really bad time, and it brought me back to a better time memory-wise, and thinking that those times are gone now, and it put me in a dark headspace. But anyway, I don't know why I had to say all that, but I just that my pain was more for other people. It really sucks losing her, but my pain was more for others that were closer to her, like her sister and Paul, and a lot of other her close friends. But anyway, just needed to get that off my chest. I don't know why. I felt like I needed to, but I just did. I'm back in Founders Park for a reason, because this is where I shot, I think it was my second to last. It was actually the same video where things were down. I basically said it's been a rough week. And man, it really was a rough week. But in my last video, not to get confusing, but when I was over at that lake, I made that decision, I'm done feeling sorry for myself. And when I made the decision I'm gonna do whatever it takes, I'm gonna get whatever job, worst case scenario, I'll get a fast food job. I mean, I need something to help supplement financial wise. It's kind of noisy over here. You can hear some kind of a emergency vehicle making all kinds of noise down the street, but The minute I kind of decided that I was done, and yeah, it was I don't know. He just rolled up to a stop sign. A sheriff. He's got his lights on and he's just stopped. Sorry. Now you hear a car alarm. Talk about distracting. Now there are 2 officers. What is going on? They're like right in the middle of traffic. Huh. Well, this is awkward. I'm trying to do a vlog. It sounds like more emergency vehicles are heading this way, so. Okay, now a 3rd police car just pulled up. Awkward. Okay, anyway. I'm just gonna, stop trying to make a story. But I probably should. I was trying to fill out an application I put 3 applications into a couple different locations of Costco, because I have worked at a Costco previously, and I thought that could be a shoe-in, and who knows. But the problem with those is they're man, what the heck? Now these they are speeding off. Here comes another one. Jeez. I don't know what's going on. Costco. I applied at Costco. Sorry. I applied at Costco. This is absolutely ridiculous. And because I thought, I might actually have a decent chance of getting a job there. And filled out the 3 apps, still haven't heard anything back. And then I was looking at Home Depot, trying to do the same thing. Well, this was really embarrassing. It's asking for relevant experience for the job. And the last thing I have is my old restaurant. And it gives you the option to list all these other work experiences. Well, the dates, it has to be pre-2000. So all of my stuff was like late 90s. So I couldn't even put that stuff in. And that was so demoralizing, It's like, God, I can't even show my old experience. And the 2 Home Depot locations are decently far. And it's, anyone that knows Central Florida, like around Orlando, something like 12 miles away, depending on traffic. It could be an hour and a half round trip just to kind of go over somewhere, and, you might not even be able to talk to someone, but that was the plan. And I'm sitting there in the 2nd bedroom, which is kind of like my workspace / storage room, and I'm hearing a phone ring. Now, my cell phone, I usually never know where it is, because I'm not one that's sitting on my cell phone. I try not to. I mean, there are those times where, I do watch a lot of YouTube sometimes, especially when I'm trying to distract myself from bad realities. But this was not one of those occasions. I heard a phone ringing, and the ringer on my phone pretty much works whenever it wants to. And I'm hearing this phone, and I'm thinking, man, it must be the neighbor's phone. Well, it was my cell phone that was like 6 feet behind me, and I didn't even bother to look because I never hear it. Like, it never rings. It, for whatever reason, actually, I'm just now thinking about this, it decided to ring this time. I'm telling you, like, my phone doesn't ring. If someone's trying to call me, I won't know unless that phone is sitting on my lap or something, and it'll vibrate. But it rang this time, but it was so faint. Like I said, I thought it was my neighbor. Fast forward about 30 minutes. I get up, I look at my phone, it says missed call. I look at the number, and I can't remember, it's like 407 or something was the area code. It says Lake Buena Vista. And the first thing I think of is Disney. So I immediately grab my phone, and if this is your first time listening, to add some context, I applied almost 3 months ago to work for Disney. And I've got fresh bird poop on my leg. Wow. This video is just being riddled with all kinds of distractions. Maybe I should leave. Maybe this is the universe telling me I should go somewhere else. I don't know. But regardless, I applied for Disney. I've been waiting. I've been patiently waiting because I want to work somewhere that I would like. And Disney's very close to where my wife and I live. And you know, the starting pay is not bad. It's really not bad at all. It's actually, I said in a previous video, it's about 20 an hour. It's actually 19 an hour. But this October, minimum wage there is going up to $20.60. So I would be bumped up to that, which is great. But I've been waiting, and no one's leaving their jobs, unfortunately. And I kind of threw a Hail Mary out to my my rep, I guess you could call him my rep, not really rep, my my point of contact that I have, recruiter, that's the word I was trying to think of. I threw a Hail Mary out to him not even a week ago and basically said, hey, do you have anything? I'll take anything. And I kind of gave this story of how I went to Fort Wilderness about a week ago. It's like, I don't know, a week and a half ago, it doesn't matter. And I went to the bathroom, like in the lobby, and it's a really nice resort, really nice hotel. And the bathroom looked like it had not been attended to, honestly, like in a day, you know? And considering the amount of volume that place has, you know, I was just kind of shocked. And I told him about that. I said, you know, I went over to Fort Wilderness and went to the bathroom, and the bathroom, like all in all, it needed so much attention. The floors, the counters, everything. It was dirty. And I said, I just wanted to like go find the manager or someone and say, hey man, you know, I could do this for you. I could help the guest experience. I could help cut costs, cut labor, you know, make things better on all kinds of different levels. And I told him it's a shame that we live in a world right now where you can't just, I've talked about this before, you can't just walk into a business and say, hey, I'm so and so, you know, this is my experience, this is what I can do for you. It's all, oh well, go find our website and apply there. Like, that just kills me. The waiting game is just brutal. But anyway, I'm kind of getting sidetracked. That phone call, I tried calling it back and it just beep, beep, beep. So it was like a one-way phone call, or one-way, you know, phone, whatever, transmission or whatever. You can't really call that number back. So I checked my emails, and my recruiter had emailed me saying, are you open to, you know, a food position, food and beverage position at one of the water parks, mainly Blizzard Beach, which I've never even been to. And I said, absolutely. And by the time I'm done emailing him, my phone rings again, but this time it didn't make any noise, but I had it next to me. I saw, oh my God, it's calling. It's the same number, 407. I answer it. It's my rep. So I'm talking to him, and he's telling me, hey, I think I can make this happen. And he uses the term like, when you get the call, like, you need to reply and accept the offer. He said, if you get in, if it's not something you want initially, you have your foot in the door now. More time you're there, you have way more flexibility as far as trying something new, advancing, yada yada. And when he says get the call, he means like if you get an email. And I asked him, I said, so when you say I get an email or I get the call, you think this is actually going to happen? I'm going to get something soon? He said, yeah, like today. I almost cried. Sure enough, about 30 minutes later, I got another email. An offer, a job offer from Walt Disney World. So, you have to either accept it or what, and then you have to set up a time to talk with someone else that walks you through the next steps. And I immediately accepted the offer. And then I had to set up a time, and luckily I got that set up that same day, which was yesterday, for 10 o'clock a.m. or was it noon? It was noon. And had a really nice talk with this guy out in Anaheim at Walt Disney headquarters regarding the next steps. And long story short, I go in on the 25th, this upcoming Wednesday, to bring in my IDs, get fingerprinted. They're gonna do background checks. And on April 1st, kind of funny, April 1st, it's going to be technically, as my recruiter said, it'll be my first day as a Disney employee. He said, you'll walk in a normal person and you'll leave being a cast member. It's going to be an 8.5-hour day. It's called the Traditions class, and it's 8 hours of training, 30-minute break, and it's fully paid. So I'm actually going to be having my first true shift on April 1st. So that could not come sooner. And let me tell you, the level of relief that I had off of my shoulders and my chest was just, it was so substantial. I was so happy. I was talking to Jill, my wife, and this is just so what I needed. About 30 minutes later, I went into my bedroom, and I just crashed. I just crashed for, like a 20-minute power nap. I was able to just let go. But I don't know, it's just crazy how once I decided rather than wanted, you can want as much as you want, right? But that's not going to make stuff happen. But the moment I decided, like, I have to make this happen, I can't wait anymore. I am now in, I will pretty much almost take anything right now mode. It happened like it was like 48 hours. It's crazy. So to all of you that have been like, crossing your fingers and whatnot for me, I appreciate it. I don't know if, people praying for me or whatnot did it, but whatever it was, I'm very thankful. And I really, really needed this. It's been, I've been out here for over 4 months now, and it's been kind of tough. My wife even said it's been a lot harder than she had anticipated it being. And this gives me hope. And God, without hope, what do we have? I mean, gotta have some hope. And I don't know. I just gotta have some hope. Gotta have some faith that it's all gonna work out. I know my work ethic is awesome. The guy that called me, the new guy from Anaheim, he said, with your history and just the way you're talking and whatnot, he said, you're probably not looking for necessarily maybe a new career. It sounds like you just kind of want something part-time. He said, but you would be the perfect candidate to kind of start over and start a new career, you know, climb up the ranks, and told me how to do it. Basically just said, hey, there's 67,000, think about that, 67,000 Disney employees here, and supervisors can't keep an eye on everyone, so you need to be loud. He actually said you need to be loud. Let them know what you want, let them know where you want to be in 6 months and in a year, and if you're not there, talk to them, what can I do to get there, you know. So it was just a fantastic phone call, and it was just it was really great news, and I'm so glad to be able to report it to you guys, to everybody. Got looks like a police helicopter now. Holy cow. Yep, it says sheriff on the bottom of it. I don't know what the heck happened. There's a guy, there we go, right over. I don't know if like he got attacked or something, but like these cops came over here and were talking to him, and then a couple of the cops took off. There's 2 more cop cars talking with this guy, but I don't know, crazy stuff. I don't know, I kind of feel like taking a little bit of a walk. You guys want to take a walk with me? Oh boy. So yeah, things are looking up. Things are looking up. One other thing that all of this means is I will not, unfortunately, I will not be going to Colorado, which really sucks. But I'm going to try to figure it out. But it's not going to happen yet because I couldn't put a job on hold to go to Colorado. So I will try to get out there soon enough. And if you guys don't know what the heck I'm talking about, I understand. This girl just fell on her bike. What is happening today? Luckily she's okay. She's got a friend. I'm not going to show that. Really awkward. I'm going to pause it for a minute. All right. She's okay. Just wanted to check on her. It's like, I don't know, teenage girl with her mom. She's okay. But I think I had to get out of that park. It seems like it's cursed or something. So, I don't know, just walking around downtown Celebration. Wanted to keep this this vlog kind of quick, just a quick update. You know, mainly just talk about I don't know, stay positive, you know. It seems like I've been seeing, I actually saw someone with a tattoo that said, "This too shall pass." This was a couple weeks ago, and it's funny because that's something that my mom would always say to me when things got tough. And you know, if you stay positive, it's the truth. This too shall pass. So try to remember that if you're having a rough time. Gotta stay positive as much as you can. I have a heck of a time staying positive. I was just talking to Jill about it yesterday morning. Like, I have such a tough time staying positive overall. Gotta choose happiness. It is a beautiful day. A lot of people out. It's Saturday. Yeah. Down here, right next to the Starbucks that our old friend Adam the Woo went to all the time. And there's Lake Reinhardt. I don't know, I don't film too much over here, but I'm here at least, I don't know, once a week or so. Safe to say. finally got to eat at the Columbia restaurant, and man, was it fantastic. Spanish food with like Cuban flair. Really, really good. Speaking of Adam the Woo, there's his bench. Right in front of the cafe, the Celebration Downtown Diner. Beautiful day. There's that Columbia restaurant I was just talking about. Absolutely fantastic. A lot of people out today. Gorgeous Florida day. Definitely feels like Florida today. It's 84 degrees. There's no wind. Decently humid. Feels good though. Celebration Hotel. Just thought while I'm out, I'll get some steps in. And I'm sure you guys don't want to see this, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Just want to share the good news, and just like I said before, this too shall pass. Just stay positive, make a decision rather than just have hope, you know? Make a decision that things are going to change, you are going to do this. And with any luck, it will. So, anyway, I'll catch you guys soon. I know a lot of people are interested in employment with Disney, so I'll try to share as much as I can about it, but at the same time, I don't want to lose my job that I've been looking forward to getting for a while. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye, and thanks for listening.